Shane Koyczan is with us, poet, spoken word performer, artist, whatever you want to call him. Let's have a little listen to The Day. This is a work, what is it, we up to 20 million views or something on YouTube?
Something like that.
Something like that. It's fantastic.
I'm not the only kid who grew up this way. Surrounded by people who used to say that rhyme about sticks and stones. As if broken bones hurt more than the names we got called, and we got called them all. I think I just had something that I needed to get out. A lot of people in my life at the time didn't understand why all of a sudden I would fall into a depression, or why it was so hard for me to just trust someone. And I needed to sort of explain that to people, like, look, this was my childhood, this is what I went through, and hopefully that gives you some insight into how I operate now. So we grew up believing no one would ever fall in love with us, that we'd be lonely forever, that we'd never meet someone to make us feel like the sun was something they built for us in their tool shed. So broken heartstrings bled the blues as we tried to empty ourselves so we would feel nothing. Don't tell me that hurts less than a broken bone. For me, bullying was just something that shut me down, that, really sort of made me clam up and accept all the terrible things that people were telling me about myself without ever really knowing who I am. They didn't take the time to get to know who I was. To this day, kids are still being called names. The classics were "Hey stupid," "Hey spaz." Seems like every school has an arsenal of names getting updated every year.
I connect with it because I've been through that situation. I know how all those kids feel. I had been bullied myself, and it's not a good thing to go through.
You guys all go reach, 2, 3, 4, song.
Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. I really like to dance on my own. I think dancing expresses myself, but I always get called a girl for dancing. I really don't want to start crying because it really hurts me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I get letters all the time from kids. They're so heartfelt about, I wasn't able to tell my parents what was happening to me, or I couldn't explain it to them properly, and then I showed them your video, and now they understand, and now they're trying to do what they can to help me, and that is so rewarding. Yeah, I never expected that. She was 8 years old. Our first day of grade 3 when she got called ugly. We both got moved to the back of class so we would stop getting bombarded by spitballs. But the school halls were a battleground where we found ourselves outnumbered day after wretched day. We used to stay inside for recess because outside was worse. Outside we'd have to rehearse running away or learn to stay still like statues, giving no clues that we were there in grade 5. They taped a sign to the front of her desk that read, "Beware of the dog." Kids used to say she looks like a wrong answer that someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done.
When I was in year 4, I got bullied. You feel really small and sad to yourself, and they seem really big to you.
While the others slept, we kept walking the tightrope. It was practice, and yes, some of us fell. But I want to tell them that all of this is just a break.
7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Dancing with me helps get my emotions out of myself and expressing what I've been through instead of worrying about that person being mean to me. So I think everyone should go and watch this video to tell and see the message of what this man has been through in his life, and that it's become like a war between being nice and bad.
In every word he's saying, and even the way he's saying it, the imagery in it as well is really moving, and I feel like everyone who watches this wants to get the word out to everyone else. I'm elated that people react to it and people take away from it as much as they do. I'm
thrilled that people are connecting to the piece and that they're sharing it and using it to help explain what they're going through.
Forgiveness is also a recurrent theme for you. You say that perhaps people should reach out to the bully.
Yeah. I think one of the things that holds us back all over the world in every aspect of our life is that we're afraid to communicate. There's this great fear of, well, if I talk to this person, what's going to happen? Maybe they'll talk back. You can't expect to create a bridge if you aren't willing to build half of it yourself.
And if you can't see anything beautiful about yourself, get a better mirror. Look a little closer. Stare a little longer. Because there's something inside you that made you keep trying despite everyone who told you to quit. You built a cast around your broken heart and signed it yourself. You signed it. They were wrong.
It helped me a lot, and now I know really how to feel when I'm bullied. I know that I'm going to be a dancer when I grow up, and I know that when I grow up they're going to see me on stage and wish that they had not bullied me when I was younger.
But our lives will only ever always continue to be a balancing act that has less to do with pain and more to do with beauty.